Keycap won the dream feather long before modern sleep clinics and lavender pillows. Ancient tribes believed dreams were powerful messages from spirits. In parts of North America, some Native American tribes practiced a sleep ritual called the dream feather. Before bedtime, a soft feather was tied above the sleeper's bed. The feather swayed gently in the breeze, believed to catch nightmares and filter them away before they reached the dreamer's mind. Parents told sleepy children that if the feather moved, a spirit guardian was close by, brushing away bad dreams with each sway. Sometimes the feather was dipped in herbs or painted with natural dyes. The colors symbolized protection, clarity, or calmness. When the sleeper drifted off, the feather's gentle dance soothed their mind like a lullaby. Even now, you can find echoes of this ritual in dream catchers sold around the world. Simple threads and feathers hung above beds, hoping to keep the night peaceful. So tonight, picture a quiet hut, a warm fire flickering, and a single feather swaying above your head, guiding you into a safe, sleepy world. White-heavy checkmark keycap 2 sleeping stones in ancient Scotland. Before warm quilts and electric blankets, villagers turned to nature to help them sleep. Among rugged hills and chilly nights, they practiced a curious ritual called sleeping stones. Families would gather smooth river stones during the day, warming them by the hearth fire until they glowed with gentle heat. Just before bed, each sleeper wrapped a hot stone in linen and tucked it under their blanket, near their feet or chest. The warmth spread slowly, fighting the damp chill of stone cottages. But the stone was more than just a primitive hot water bottle. Villagers believed these stones held Earth's calming energy, a gift from nature that could soothe restless dreams. Before drifting off, some whispered small wishes to their stone. Safe travels for loved ones, good harvests, protection from spirits wandering the moors at dawn. Stones were left by windows to cool in the morning air, ready to be warmed again the next night. Children even decorated their sleeping stones with painted marks, believing each pattern protected them from nightmares. Tonight, as you drift off, imagine the weight of a warm stone at your feet, guarding you from the cold and the worries of the waking world. A simple, forgotten ritual that once turned wild nights into peaceful sleep. White-heavy checkmark keycap 3 The midnight milk centuries ago, when candles were precious and nights were darker than we know today. Many medieval households followed a strange sleep custom called the midnight milk. Villagers believed that drinking a cup of warm milk, not at bedtime, but in the middle of the night, would hush bad dreams and calm the spirit. Sleep was often broken into first sleep and second sleep. People would rest for a few hours, wake naturally around midnight, then sip warm milk by a dim fire before returning to bed. Herbs were often added to this milk: lavender for calm, poppy for deep sleep, honey for sweetness. Mothers would hum old songs while stirring pots, the soft sound mixing with crackling embers. Children, half asleep, would mumble their dreams to each other as they sipped and drifted back to bed. The midnight milk faded as modern clocks, gas lamps, and coffee replaced the old ways. But somewhere in the hush of night, you can almost hear the gentle clink of clay mugs and the soft lullaby of a family holding on to dreams with one last sip. White-heavy checkmark keycap 4 Sandman's ashlong before fairy tales told of the Sandman sprinkling sleep into children's eyes. Villagers in Eastern Europe held a secret ritual called the Sandman's Ashit. Was said that if a child kept waking with nightmares, parents should sprinkle fine ashes from the hearth under the child's pillow. This ash was believed to blind the Sandman's darker cousin, a spirit who stole good dreams and replaced them with fears. The mother would whisper a rhyme while gathering the ash, stirring the embers with an iron spoon to trap the bad dreams inside the gray dust. Some families mixed crushed dried herbs with the ash, sage, or mint to chase spirits away with a strong scent. When dawn came, the pillow was shaken outside, letting the trapped nightmares drift away on the wind. Over time, this custom faded into bedtime stories about the friendly Sandman, but its deeper roots were born in the glow of old hearths, simple magic, guarding young minds from restless nights. White heavy checkmark keycap 5 Dreamkeeper dolls in remote mountain villages. Children once drifted off clutching small handmade figures called Dreamkeeper dolls. Grandmothers would sew these tiny dolls from scraps of cloth, tucking little pockets inside. At bedtime, children whispered their worries into these pockets, then slid the dolls under their pillows. The dolls held their secrets and fears until morning, so the mind could sleep unburdened. Sometimes, families painted tiny faces on the dolls, no eyes, so they would never watch the dreamer. The dolls were treated with respect, never thrown away, but burned gently if they grew old or worn out, carrying away old troubles as smoke rising into the night sky. Today, we see echoes of this ritual in modern, worry dolls sold in markets, a soft reminder that long ago, people believed tiny cloth guardians could protect the fragile world of sleep. Keycap 6 Sacred Sleep Songs. Among some ancient Greek families, sleep was seen as a sacred time when souls brushed the edge of the divine. To help dreams flow clear and free, families sang quiet sacred sleep songs just before bed. Unlike noisy hymns in temples, these lullabies were hushed, almost whispers. A mother would hum while braiding her daughter's hair or while smoothing fresh linen over a son's bed. The song spoke of peaceful rivers, calm olive groves, moonlight washing away the day's burdens. That it was believed that if your final waking thoughts were gentle, your dreams would carry that softness through the night. The sacred sleep songs faded with time, replaced by books and bedtime prayers. But maybe, when you hum a tune to yourself before bed, you echo an ancient promise of safe dreams. Keycap 7 Moonlit Water Ritual. In ancient Japan, villagers believed moonlight could cleanse restless thoughts. At bedtime, families practiced a moonlit water ritual. A small bowl of clear spring water was placed by an open window where moonlight touched its surface. The head of the household would dip a finger into the cool glow and gently touch each child's forehead, a symbolic washing away of worries. Some would whisper a short poem as they did so, asking the moon to bless the sleeper with peaceful dreams and good health. The bowl stayed by the window all night, catching moonbeams and symbolically absorbing bad dreams. By sunrise, the water was poured back onto a garden or sacred tree, returning troubled thoughts to the earth. So tonight, imagine the silver glow of moonlight shimmering in a wooden bowl, calm and silent, promising rest till morning. White heavy checkmark keycap 8 The firekeepers watch in old Norse households. Keeping the hearth alive was vital. Families believed a sleeping house was safest if the fire never truly died. So they invented a ritual called the firekeepers watched. A chosen family member, often the eldest son or daughter, would sleep lightly near the hearth, wrapped in furs. They'd wake every few hours to feed the embers, keep the shadows at bay, and whisper protective chants over the flickering flames. This light dozing, broken by tending the fire, shaped their dreams. They believed the dancing flames could guide visions, sometimes showing glimpses of ancestors or warnings for storms to come. When morning arrived, the firekeeper's watch ended. They'd rake the ash carefully, saving small charred coals to light the next fire, linking the nights like beads on a string. Tonight, as you listen, picture that quiet figure by the hearth, eyelids heavy, guarding your dreams as the world outside sleeps. Keycap 9. The herbal pillow. In medieval Europe, sweet herbs weren't just for cooking. They were tools for sleep. Families stitched soft linen herbal pillows, stuffing them with lavender, rosemary, and thyme. Each herb was chosen for its power. Lavender calmed the mind. Rosemary cleared troubling thoughts. Thyme protected against sleep demons that brought nightmares. Parents slipped these tiny pillows inside larger ones, or laid them near the head. Some even sprinkled the herbs on sheets before sleep. The smell filled dark, drafty cottages with gentle warmth, masking the harsh scent of damp straw or cold stone walls. Some families believed a fresh pillow every new moon would keep sleep pure. When the herbs lost their scent, they were buried in gardens, dreams returning to earth, nourishing the next harvest. Keycap 10. The dawn bell. In ancient monasteries, sleep was a precious, structured gift, but monks couldn't drift forever. They invented the dawn bell, a small brass bell rung at dawn to wake the faithful gently. Unlike harsh alarms, the dawn bell was placed near the sleeper's head. At dawn, a thin cord tugged by a caretaker or an apprentice monk would swing the bell softly, its chime drifting into dreams, calling the sleeper back to waking life. It was said that the bell's gentle song protected the soul from dark dreams lingering into daylight. Monks believed waking too roughly broke the bond between sleep and spirit. The dawn bell faded as mechanical clocks took over, but its soft chime echoes in our modern wish to wake up gently. As you slip towards sleep tonight, imagine that quiet bell, its hush telling you the night is safe, and dawn will come with kindness. So tonight, you've wandered through ancient nights, whispers, herbs, feathers, flames. May these old sleep rituals remind you, even the restless mind can find peace if you trust the darkness to hold you gently. Sleep well and dream deep.